Hey guys, Miss Dragon here, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. So, first thing we're going to do today is talk to Blackwall, and see if we can open up his quest. And if we can, we're going to do that today instead of running around Skyhold.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Sure. I'll always have a drink with you, Blackwall.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day, they found a dog. A wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck, and strung it up.
What shitty people? Like, who does that?
Do you know what I did?
Fucking killed them. Saved it?
You stopped them. Cut the dog down.
I did nothing.
The hell, Blackwall?
Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting.
Oh my god, please
And
stop.
I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't. I just pretended it wasn't happening.
Do I call him weak? Kinda. But I mean, he was a child. I don't know. You were a child, I guess.
You said you were just a boy.
I was old enough to know the dog was suffering and that it was wrong. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Ain't that the truth? Don't let that stop you.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Blackwall. Blackwall. We're gonna go before I see Iron. Nope, yeah, there's a new quest somewhere. At the quartermaster? We're gonna go back to Blackwall.
There must be something here.
Here we go. Here's the note. Message from Blackwall. Inquisitor, you've been a friend and an inspiration. You've given me the wisdom to know right from wrong, and more importantly, the courage to uphold the former. It's been my honor to serve you. Blackwall. Hello.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
Gone where? Liliana must know.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything.
Damn near.
Sister Liliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to find, except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
Julio. A crumpled report. A crumpled sheet of paper. It looks like it was removed from a recent report to Sister Liliana. Lieutenant Cyril Mornay, one of the soldiers responsible for the Calier massacre of 937, was captured in Lydas. Like the others who were arrested for their involvement, Mornay insists that he did not know who he was assassinating, and that he was just following the orders of his captain. This captain, Tom Rainier, is still at large. Mornay is to be executed within the week in Val Royeaux. Alright, so we need to attend the execution. But we should probably do some operations, because I'm pretty sure we don't need to do any of those for Blackwall's quest. So I may as well get some of those started. Okay, an offer from the Crows. With your knowledge of the Venatori and the Crows' intelligence on Enzo, I tracked down a storehouse just outside the city. I hope you didn't want us to leave any of the Venatori alive. Sadly, Lord Enzo was not present, but he may count his life in days. To show we respect our current arrangement, an interesting trinket from our raid on the Venatori. Gita. Masterwork Mabari grip. Nice. Annexing Kirkwall, with our help, Guard Captain Aveline took care of Sebastian's forces. Liliana's spies say he has grown deeply impatient and is making plans to retreat. Cullen. We got the Knight's Second. The Shield. Delicate negotiations. The talks between Ferelden and Orlais took place in Jader, and went off more or less without incident. Queen Honora is a skilled diplomat, after all, and it was clear that the Orlesians were not interested in more war. This is only the first such meeting, but we've paved the way for a peace treaty. Queen Honora sent her thanks, along with a sword that is said to have belonged to the Ferelden hero King Calenhad. According to her, it is a symbol of her appreciation for the Inquisition's efforts, throughout influence, and the Avenger. I think it's a broadsword? I'm not sure. Alright, so we've cleaned up Ferelden, so let's go over to Orlais and make some mistakes. Let's start with a present for Bianca. Liliana, I heard your little birdies have had recent success picking up shiny things for the Inquisition. Maybe you can help me out. One of the apprentice smiths saw me walking with my Bianca, and we struck up a conversation. The apprentice said he once met a Formari mage named Provident, who had ideas for improving the precision of siege engines, and wondered if they could be adapted for Bianca. And then he got into phrases like recoil dampening and rectilinear motion, and I politely excused myself. Could you tell your magpies to keep an eye out for Provident or his designs? Obviously, I don't have trouble with Bianca's accuracy, but she does like it when Daddy gets her new fittings. Varric. Oh, Varric. I can certainly tell my agents to look out for this Provident, but I wouldn't get my hopes up. Since the Mage Rebellion, so many have been killed or lost. I wouldn't hold my breath for these designs, either.
Let's see what we have.
Okay. See, stop war between Navarra and Tevinter. Inquisitor, both Tevinter and Navarra were fighting against... Oh, this is a Josephine one. We're fighting against Venatori entrenched along their border. The battle showed no signs of abating until the Inquisition sent soldiers who pulled victory out of a seemingly insurmountable defeat. Both sides have attempted to claim this portion of land in the past, and both are attempting to do so again. Only the presence of our soldiers prevents them from beginning a war. We cannot allow this to happen. For the moment, each side is grateful enough to listen to our advice, and we must convince them to send their armies home. I will press on both sides. Call upon all favors to do this. Ambassador Montillier. I fear the situation between Navarra and Tevinter will deteriorate. We must be persuasive, decisive, and swift.
Inquisitor.
Hey, Josephine, so now we just gotta find something for Cullen to do. How about protect Valgamord from Darkspawn? Your worship, my town of Valgamord has been besieged by Darkspawn. I cannot fathom where the loathsome beasts have come from, but I beg the Inquisition for assistance. My own humble forces have already been dispatched to help in your own noble efforts, leaving my people ill-equipped against the savage host. Word of your redemption of the Grey Wardens has already spread far. Please, if you can spare them, Valgamord lives or dies by your word. Yours, Marquis Ephiloch Ufan. The Grey Wardens are in the best in the world against Darkspawn. This is their chance to shine. Okay.
To work?
Cool. Now, let's go do Blackwalls. He's in Valroyo. Welcome to Valroyo. It is raining. Let us go find this execution site. Should be just over here. Hello.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier,
what is this chick doing?
their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense? Very well.
The chick's broken.
Well, this is good.
Ruining the moment.
Proceed.
Stop!
Guess who?
A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given, and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
It's me.
Oh, shit.
Blackwall!
No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall.
Finally!
Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
To jail with him. Okay, we'll get him out. We'll get him out. Why can I talk to you?
There is no doubt. Captain Tom Rainier.
He wore the shield.
That is concerning, yes.
Can you believe it?
He's a
Tom
butcher.
Rainier himself.
Oh? What do you know about Rainier?
You must know something about Rainier.
I know
Rainier?
what everyone knows. He'll hang for the massacre of a noble and his family.
Where's this Rainier?
Where did they take the prisoner?
In the jail of the marketplace. If you've goodbyes to say them now. It's a damned mess, but believe you me, it'll be sorted out quick. Lots of people can't wait to see that man swing.
Eve.
Guess not.
Alright, let's go find this jail. Apparently there's a quest over here.
I wonder who knows pain has tried the game. It's one... There is an issue that you should address. I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Cool. Not right now though.
Those who have been cast down,
Anyways,
who would be
let's
gods,
go to
began to
jail.
whisper to men from their tombs within the earth.
Wait, where am I going?
And the men of Tevinter
Sorry.
heard and
Okie dokie, hello, hello. I've come to visit Mr. Tom Rainier. I'm just gonna keep calling him Rainier, because that's just how I pronounce it, I guess. I don't know. Hey.
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
We're gonna say you really killed those people?
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all
Bum.
took a good look at who I really am.
Eh.
Don't you understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason while I was pretending to be a better man.
Look at us stepping
This
back in fear.
is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
A fool. You're more than that.
I know you're more than what you say. Have some faith in yourself.
Okay. Can we talk about anything else? Oh, we can keep talking about it. Your crime.
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed, why.
Tell me
I betrayed the
everything.
Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of Orlais and would eventually take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say
Cool.
if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement was uncovered, I was long gone. Of course, the Grand Duke disavowed any knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it.
Of course.
Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of
course
the
he
great
did.
game.
What did you tell your men?
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question. Just as your men trust you.
Armies need commanders.
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
Alright. You murdered Callier. Is it Callier? Sure, we'll go with that.
My reports say that Callier was with his family.
Okay, it is.
You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
It shouldn't be that way.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue.
Fair point.
You're right. There was no need for what I did.
I want to know something else.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
Who was the real Blackwall?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valchavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by more of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
He sounds like a hero.
It was a heroic act, stepping between you and a darkspawn.
I wasn't worthy.
You thought you were.
He would have wanted me to carry on to Valchavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Who is Tom Rainier?
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected. But it wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
Who's Mornay?
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
I have to go now. But I shall be back to break you out or something. We'll get you out some way. Alright, see you later, guys. Go find... Hey, Cullen.
I have Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Summarize it.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Thank you.
This is helpful, at least educational.
Don't blame yourself.
Oh.
We all made this mistake. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
Let's frickin' go. What would you do?
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
People change.
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind. He had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Oh, let's get him out.
Have Rainier released
He's
to
useful.
us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
I think I have to do an operation? Yeah. So back to Skyhold we go. Okie dokies. Let's get rid of this operation. Protect Val Gamord from Darkspawn Inquisitor. The Grey Wardens fought bravely and with great skill. The town of Val Gamord was saved. And the Wardens themselves took few casualties. They await further commands. Commander Cullen, find source of Darkspawn attack. But we're not doing that. I have to... Tom Rainier's fate. If you think it worthwhile, we can have Tom Rainier, previously known to us as Blackwall, released from the Val Royeaux prison, in which he awaits justice. Keep in mind, Inquisitor, that he is wanted in Orlais for the massacre which claimed the lives of Lord Vincent Callier, general and staunch ally of Celine and all the Callier's family. I leave this in your hands, Cullen. I can request a special dispensation from the Orlesian throne, allowing Tom Rainier to be transferred to Inquisition custody. This may anger some, but after Halam Shral, they owe us a favor. 2 problems, 1 solution. There was a traitor to our cause, a man similar in build and appearance to Rainier. We bind and gag him and have him take Rainier's place. He's condemned instead, and the world believes Rainier has paid. Okay, that's a terrible idea.
As ready as they can be.
We can storm the prison with a small force and take Rainier into our custody. Val Royeaux's prison guards will oppose us. No. We're doing connections. Use those connections. Avoid bloodshed. The dispensation came, few questions asked. What passed in Halam Shral is fresh in their minds. Rainier awaits your judgment, Josephine. Perfect. Let's throw Cullen into something real quick here. Let's find source of Darkspawn attacks. Maybe he can do that. Inquisitor of the Darkspawn at Val Gamord have been slain, but it remains unclear what brought these creatures to the surface. There is no obvious sign, and I am concerned that they might still pose a danger. Marquis Beaufort has made clear her wishes that we now depart, which leaves me even more suspicious, as most would welcome further help in these dangerous times. The Grey Wardens have volunteered to assist with the investigation of this mystery, in whatever capacity the Inquisition deems most fitting. We await your orders. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Bolshek. Let the Wardens spread out, scour the area. Why does that not sound like English? They'll find out where those Darkspawn are coming from soon enough.
All right.
Okay, now I gotta go judge Rainier. We also have to judge, Florianne as well. Probably just kill her. I don't know. We'll see what options I get.
For judgment this day, Inquisitor, I must present Captain Tom Rainier, formerly known to us as Warden Blackwall.
What's up, bruv?
His crimes... Well, you are aware of his crimes.
Indeed, yes, I am.
It was no small expense to bring him here, but the decision of what to do with him is now yours.
I hate to see you like this.
I didn't think this would be easy, but it's harder than I thought.
Another thing to regret.
Now, come now.
What did you have to do to release me?
Josephine called in a few favors. There are enough people out there who owe the Inquisition.
And what happens to the reputation the Ambassador has so carefully cultivated? The world will learn how you've used your influence. They'll know the Inquisition is corrupt.
Alright, calm down. This will be forgotten.
Once the world is back to normal, no one will even remember this.
I'll remember.
Okay.
I accepted my punishment. I was ready for all this to end. Why would you stop it? What becomes of me now?
Alright, but you're too useful, to, let go. We're gonna free him. Seems like the best option. You're free if you atone.
You have your freedom.
It cannot be as simple as that.
It isn't. You're free to atone as the man you are, not the traitor you thought you were, or the warden you pretended to be.
The man I am. I barely know him. But
That lady's
have a lot to
distracting.
make up for. If my
Yes, you
future
do, by
is
the way.
mine, then I pledge it to the Inquisition.
Aw,
My
thanks.
sword is yours. If I'd said anything less, would an arrow from the rookery have snuffed me like a candle?
Take your post, Tom Rainier.
I feel like they pronounce Rainier different every time. I've heard Rainier, 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 Ranner. I don't know. Rose. Alright, so, Tom, we now must call him, is in our party. Alright, let's judge Florian. I gotta talk to him after this. The consequences of Blackwall's lies operation. Okay, well, we can't do that right now because everybody's a little occupied. So I think they're gonna be done soon. But... yeah. Anyways.
I
Is
do
it
not believe a
Florian?
reminder is necessary for this accused. Her capture and disgrace could not have been more public. Grand Duchess Florianne de Chalon, although her titles are among the dignities already at risk of forfeiture. You spared her life despite her treachery. What becomes of it now falls to you.
Welcome to my party.
Out of your element, Florianne. Welcome to the Inquisition. My party.
Wow.
Despite her posture, Lady Florianne has acknowledged your authority.
Should I curse you on behalf of the Elder One? I realize he had no intention of honoring the concordats I manipulated. Do as you must. I respect your mastery of the game, even as I despise your victory. Celine does not know her fortune.
Flattery. Alright. So we can get her as an agent. So I might just grab her as an agent, or I'll make her a jester. I like to collect agents. I think I'll put her to use.
She remains a creature of formality and opportunity. We have use for both. Grand Duchess, Josephine will see that your wiles profit the Inquisition. Don't disappoint.
Oh,
Who's
one must
upset? Like
remember
literally
that
everybody.
the game is never
It's
truly
fine.
over, your worship.
It's fine. Either make her useful or make her a fool. So I was like, I'll just make her useful. Okay. Now we got another judge operation, sorry. Let's go talk to Mr. Rainier. Hello, he's still being called Blackwall though. What do I call you now?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Alright. A noble sentiment.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
Of course. Let's talk about the Wardens?
Is there anything you actually know about the Wardens? Or did you make it all up?
I made very little up.
You danced around
I also feared
the
you knew
topic.
enough to contradict me. Warden Blackwall told me a bit before my initiation, but it is a secretive order. Not even the most senior wardens know all there is to know.
That is very true. He never heard the calling.
Now we know why you were never worried about Corypheus's calling.
Yes. I have none of the warden's abilities and none of the drawbacks. Still, I would have fought through the darkest pits of the deep roads like any true warden.
I believe
There's
you
more
would.
to it than being able to sense darkspawn. Warden Blackwall would have agreed.
That's fair. You helped Adamant's Wardens.
The Wardens at Adamant listened to you. They saw you as one of their own.
Perhaps it takes an outsider to show how much of yourself you've lost. I never understood the reality of being a warden. I only saw the ideal. I suppose I reminded them of something they'd forgotten.
Oh. You idolize them.
You have a lot of respect for the Wardens.
They take all men, from the most noble to the most despicable, and make them equals. I needed to believe something like that was possible.
Why were you recruited?
Why did Blackwall want to recruit you?
He never told me. I don't know what he saw that day besides some wreck starting a bar fight. That night, I taught some village militia a painful lesson about harassing the tavern girl. Didn't know I had an audience.
Were you drunk? Should we say a noble? I'm gonna ask if he was drunk.
Did you start a fight while drunk?
Make her know. I wasn't drunk, but I was trying to get there. Told
Fair.
the girl to keep the wine coming. She couldn't, not with those louts bothering her.
Yes.
Something had to be done.
Of course. Enough for
We'll
now.
continue this another time.
The war in Olay has claimed too many lives. I pray that it's over for good.
Thoughts on the Inquisition?
What do you think of the Inquisition?
I just know that you could
Alright,
shake
he doesn't
this
say
world
anything
to
new.
its foundations if you willed it.
Okay. Goody good. That's enough
We should
for
return to
now.
our duties.
As you wish. You are, after all, in charge.
Indeed I am. I'm always in charge. Anyways, I'm gonna go pick up a quest.
That soldier I told you about? He's still hanging on. It's a miracle after what he went through. Every morning he looks at the battlements from his bed and says, "I'm not going to die until winter comes."
Was that important? That might have been important. I'm gonna assume it might have been important. Oh, the dude's not back. Okay, I thought we could do some quiz stuff, but the quizzition? Is that what it's called? The quizzitor? I don't know. He's not back yet.
Hold
Yo.
here, I'll sum it up. Of course, sir. Please don't call me that. Yes, sir. Oh, my maker. You cannot imagine how many letters I've received about the fracas at Halam Shiral. Fortunately, you tied twice as many threads as cut, although it is yet bewildering at the center.
Halam Shiral caused a stir?
There are problems coming out of Halam Shiral.
There are always problems from Halam Shiral. We've lost a few contracts, but more than made up for it. Although, if a few commendations were given, it might retie some severed threads. I couldn't suggest how. That is better decided at your war table, and I'm not going near that thing.
Okay. Goodbye.
As you were.
We are here for you, Inquisitor.
Alright, Cole, let's have a
I
chat.
didn't understand the Grand Ball. It would have been easier if they said what they wanted.
That's not how it works. It's, did you like the masks?
What did you think of the masks?
What masks?
The masks. Everyone had them on their faces.
Those weren't their faces.
You've done odd things. You stole bread.
You couldn't see the birds if I left it on the ground.
And the soldier sees them.
I heard of a badly injured soldier who's fighting to stay alive until winter. The healer said that every morning, the soldier watches the birds eating bread on the rooftop.
It's not winter until the birds leave.
Aww.
So many voices hurting, needs no one meets, tiny chances to make them better. You understand.
Aw, keep it up.
I appreciate what you're doing, Cole.
Too many to ever be done. A sea of tears. But everyone gets a chance.
Aww. Alright, I think that's it for that. Hey, let's do some more operations. Find source of Darkspawn attacks. Inquisitor the Grey Warden scoured the area as requested. Unfortunately, this left them unprepared when mercenaries working for Marquis Efflock Buffon attacked by surprise. It appears that Marquis Buffon has been mining the area in violation of local treaties, which accidentally freed the Darkspawn from beneath the earth. Marquis Buffon has fled into the Gemorden Peaks. The Grey Wardens have taken losses, but their morale remains high and their loyalty to the Inquisition is undisputed. Yours, Lieutenant Suzanne Kloschek. Nice! Stop war between Navarre and Tevinter. Inquisitor. Through the efforts of hundreds of negotiators, allies, and a few personal connections, Navarre and Tevinter have grudgingly issued orders for their soldiers to return to their respective cities. The contested land has been split down the middle. We have averted a war today. I will add nothing more, for there is no higher reward to ask for. Proudly, Ambassador Montelier. We got Blade of Tidarian. A shit ton of influence. A present for Bianca. I should have had more faith in my agents. Of course they tracked down Provident, who has sought shelter from the Mage Templar conflict with a wealthy Navarran patron. We provided a brief description of Bianca, and Provident adapted the design for a leaf spring stabilizer to suit one of her stocks. We were also able to secure his original designs for our own use in siege engines. Liliana, aiming module 2. Let's do the consequences of Blackwall's lie. A letter written in fine hand and lightly scented, signed by Josephine. Issue of Tom Rainier has been settled, but his deception has had far-reaching consequences. Had we not used the Grey Warden treaties, we might not have found ourselves in so awkward a position. As it is, I receive daily messages from all quarters demanding we make reparations. We must do something. Scribbled beneath, signed by Cullen. I'm sorry, did we embarrass a duchess at a soiree by stepping on her gown, or was the sky torn open and Haven beset by an ancient darkspawn magister? We needed the gold. We needed the men. You would have persuaded someone to part with them, with or without the treaties. We are not making reparations for doing what we had to do, what no one else could have done. Don't forget, we are now allied with the Wardens. If we had no authority to conscript before, we do now. We step forward, not back. No apologies. What happened with the Wardens gives us more authority than ever to use the treaties. Do we want the Inquisition to survive beyond Corypheus' defeat? We won't always be at war. Why alienate allies when it would take so little to appease them? Let us return what was taken under false pretense and put those... You know what? Screw them. Cullen, let's go.
Right.
So now I need Liliana and Josephine doing something. What is Judgment playing to win? Contact has been made. There are others in service to Corypheus. They were promised immortality in the next world and will spare no action in this one. They cannot fathom abandoning their master, and therefore they cannot imagine me abandoning their master, and that is your opening. I can give you all of these people, and I promise there are names among them. But they will not act, will not reveal themselves, without a promise of victory that would warrant risking everything. Give me a target, Inquisitor. Place your people in obvious weakness, a true tactile blunder that would legitimately pain you. It must be thus. They will sense any falseness, reveal your side, and I will reveal the knife, and then you can take it. Take them. That is my plan. I know what it looks like. Perhaps I have fooled you all along, and now I have simply asked for you to grant me victory. But I play the game, Inquisitor. Will you now play as well? Grand Duchess Florianne de Chalon. Liliana, make the promise. My people will watch the runners. We will get some of these conspirators, and the only one we will risk is her. It is a risk, but she is not one of them. Say the word, and a weakness will be known. We're gonna do Liliana, I think.
Inquisitor.
Hopefully I didn't fuck up, but let's go. Let's negotiate a plan for weapon plans. I recently became aware of a talented and inventive young blacksmith from the Neanderthals. Once we were introduced through my extensive connections, I negotiated a deal to obtain his weapon plans for the Inquisition. Unfortunately, I have just now been outbid by a nobleman from Voldorma, who maintains a private army. I would hate to lose those designs. Is there anything we can do, Sir Moore's quartermaster? I could attempt to find a compromise. Knowledge can be shared. After all, I'm sure the nobleman will be reasonable. Yeah, we'll just do
Let us
that
begin.
Alrighty, Roo. We've got all those set up. Alright, guys. So this is where we're gonna leave this video. Next time we'll actually do more Skyhold stuff probably and talk to people. So yeah, look forward to that, I guess. But anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, and all that jazz, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!